they go for the ones that are left. They're gonna lock in the glue and that Basha.
Yeah. It looks like with the last two picks, since we were putting a lot of focus on the split push ending, it's like, no, we don't want that to happen. So we're going to take two strong presences in the front lines who can also help. Of course, with the Basha, he'll be able to roam around incredibly quickly. And then for Nats and the glue, he'll just be able to sustain lane.
Yeah. And we are getting into it, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game number 1, RSG versus NexPlay EVOS.
Yep, and as you said, it's going to be Exort in the gold lane, and Aqua will be playing position 4. Exort versus Renegade, not strangers at all. Has been teammates for the entire Season 7, and they're going to face each other for the first time in Season 8. Going to be quite the exciting story to look at. It's something that we need to take focus on, because I feel like at this point, we can already say that the performance of NXP last season wasn't really as expected. People wanted them to go at least in the middle of the playoffs, but they got eliminated in the first round.
Yeah, and I find it interesting because Renegade is going to be rocking the Lunox in the gold lane against Exort. So again, if you guys need like a quick memory jog,
oh my God,
Exort, he was sort of memed last season. Even he was memeing himself earlier before the match started because he said Lunox only.
Yeah,
and then now he's going to be going up against the pick that he really made a lot of memorable plays with NXP last season. Of course, the Yaoi Exort connection, the Akai and the Lunox that they have there. Now he's going to be going up against it, so it's going to be interesting to see. Surprise, code giveaway there, by the way. If Exort's going to be ready to go up against his own favorite pick, and he's using a Kaija to boot.
That, like, if you're going against your most favorite pick or one of your favorite picks, doesn't that give you the advantage, though? I mean, you know how to play against it, and it's going to come down to that execution and kind of mechanic skill between these two players, and it's going to be a show, I guarantee that.
Yeah, I mean, going back here, we have to look at this in a very, let's say, analytical standpoint. It is going to be an Alice versus a Lunox. I feel like at this point, knowing a Lunox player, he already knows that he can't fight this Lunox, especially by level 4. And at this point on, RSG, they need to make sure that they give Exort space to farm up.
Wow, they are playing aggressive here. We have all 4 members of each team going for these little minions here in the jungle, and they're just going to be traveling together for a while, and while they set up here too. I don't know if they're going to be able to really take advantage of that pressure. Again, we talked about both teams like to pretty much push on the gas in the beginning of the game, so this isn't you know, we expected this, actually. It's just, are they going to slow down? Are they going to be able to capitalize in, or what?
I think this is the classic way of two aggressive teams. This is going to be slow-paced, that's for sure. Two aggressive teams, when they try to be aggressive with each other, it ends up being a very quiet early game because they cancel each other out. NXPE RSG here, they have 3-man rotations all around just to make sure that their cores, their gold laners, they stay alive, they stay farmed up. NXPE and RSG, they need to make sure that their aggression doesn't bite them back. Whoa, no, that was almost reset. I was worried for him, fam.
It's like I said, everybody is just kind of playing on their tippy toes here because they know that if they don't stand around, something's going to get taken or they're going to give up something. And we have that first turtle coming up here too, so he's going to go ahead and start it. Yelly Hayes taking a little bit of damage, but he's going to go ahead and just survive there. And now that turtle is at half health. H2O continue working out. James going ahead and push them out, zoning as best as he can. This might just be a free turtle, for NXP.
It's going to be a free turtle for NXP, and that's mainly because of how they started their rotations. They started their rotations around their orange buff area and quickly rotated to the part of turtle. That gave them better advantage in terms of positioning in around that area. And now that they've secured their first turtle of the game, they need to make sure that they keep up the pace. They need to farm up well so they transition into a better mid game.
Yeah, at the same time, it was really James just being non-stop with the fire missiles there. But the
Wave of the Dragon, that's going to be a kick on Heath. He goes down. First blood going over to NexPlay here. Nice pickup there by H2O. He gets the kill and doesn't even need to use the flame shot.
Yep, Yellyhaze getting the first kill of the game. That's 400 gold to Kagura. That's really good if you're NXP, because Kagura is one of the earlier power spikes that you have in your entire composition. You can't say the same for Yawi, because this is a tank show, but since the Kagura got that 400 gold, the moment he gets that first item, you could expect NXPE would have better skirmishes, better team fights. Meanwhile, for RSG, might be another one.
Kick the way of the dragon again on Exort. He gets taken down there too. It's 0-2. NexPlay off to a great start. There's some more skirmishing here. James in a little bit of trouble. If he's going to get taken down, he has to pop the last insanity to survive, and he gets away just in time. And this is what we were talking about, boys. Both teams going head-to-head, fast speed, and there's going to be lots of skirmishes leading into a little bit of leads here and there, and we're seeing it now. But NexPlay EVOS.
They're definitely taking the early game here. I like how they're approaching the win conditions of their draft. They drafted this Esports for one specific reason. Export can survive a lot of damage. Look at this!
Once again, another nice kick. There you go. That's going to be a kill for Yellyhaze. Once again, the flicker on top of Yawi. Is he going to be able to survive? He's getting chunked really low. He might get taken down here. He's still alive. Finally gets taken out by Navs. And now James and Yellyhaze looking to cut Navs off. He's not going to be able to survive this one, though, unfortunately. But wait, he's so tanky because he's glue. And there's going to be a kill over on the other side of the map, too. And now another skirmish here. There you go. They're finally on the board. RSG 2-4.
And this is something that RSG wants. Give the Atlas a few coins out there, a few kills. 1-1 on Exort. It's not a good number in the early game, but this is an Alice that we're talking about. An Alice only needs time and gold. If you give that space around her, RSG is basically trying to win in their late game win condition. And NXPE, on the other hand, Yawi has been playing really well in the early game. You could see that he's very confident in this Cho pick, but his confidence, I feel like, is kind of peaking at now, and this might just be another fight.
Yeah, the turtle breaking out. It is going to be low. It's going to reset. Oh, there's another way of the dragon. He gets attached with the glue, but look at the damage on top of him. There goes Yawi going down. And now everybody going to back off the turtle. Still going to go ahead and reset. Everybody just backing off really carefully because they don't want to lose another one. Had to go refill his health bar as well. James picking up the immortality there. And they're going to go ahead and keep going this H2O. Give him the go signal.
No split.
Half health.
Oh, there he goes.
Pretty low. He gets the heal off. Oh, nice job by Demon Kai with the retribution. There you go. But here comes Exort. Pop the blood out. Yellyhaze is in trouble. He's trying to get out. Gets stunned, unfortunately. And now he gets taken down by Demon Kai.
NXPE, their signature aggression finally caught up to them in that moment. They started the turtle, in which case was the good idea there. But the main reason and why you want to slow this game down a little bit is you want to take objectives first before fighting. Well, what they did is Yawi immediately went in for the kick and immediately went in for the fight. In NXPE, you can't expect to win all of the fights, especially when you've burned a lot of abilities and wasn't able to take the first kill of the game. And good at Demon Kite as well, stealing away that turtle with a well-timed retribution.
Oh my goodness, he gets taken out. Exort gets trapped and finally goes down. And Womi, as you were saying, you know, this is a scaling game for Alice. Yes, that's how Alice is played, but when you get taken out like that, it sets you back even further when you had that little bit of an advantage.
Yeah.
And now NexPlay is going to go ahead and take their advantage here as they go ahead and try to set up somewhere else because the response from RSG was perfect there to survive for that turret.
I like the timing coming in from NXPE there. They had around 2 or 1.5 amount of minions, or minion waves rather, in that area. Could have been a nice time for the Alice to farm up. They had to die them, had to give it to Exort, and now Exort, not really still the richest member in RSG, but not that far away from the jungler. And Yawi's not going to stop, forcing the blood flow from the Alice as they take down their first or second turret of the game. NXPE, they're definitely trying to make this game faster.
Yeah. Renegade just picked up the Lightning Truncheon. Good thing at the same time, Heath just picked up the Athena Shield as well. So Heath will be able to handle the damage of the Lunox quite a bit. But now RSG have to watch out for Renegade. One great combo on that Lunox might just burn through their front line.
Yeah, I like this. I mean, as you guys mentioned during the draft, Aqua is, able to just chunk the armor there from James with the feathered airstrike. But oh, he's in trouble. Here goes.
Another
Naz
one. Oh,
gets
no.
out. No, sir, he does not escape. And now Yawi being focused on here. He's going to be able to survive. He does get away just in time. He's going to go ahead and teleport. These are a lot of little pickoffs here. And now the turtle's going to transition here. He is low. Again, one turtle to each side, but it looks like NexPlay is going to go ahead and just zone them out here just in time. And that's going to be another turtle.
Yeah, another great play coming in here for Yawi. And Yawi's been playing around 50-50s.
Yeah.
He's going in for aggressive plays, but he knows he has the skills to back it up. He goes in for aggressive kicks, kicks them back to the entirety of NXPE. And even if it's a glue, it doesn't matter. Look at that damage.
Matter. Look at the flicker with the kick, and he gets him out. Heath trying to do something. Yawi's getting chunked really low. Is he going to be able to take him out? Heath working on him, but he's taking so much damage from Renegade as well. Here comes Demon Kai. Is he going to look for a shadow kill here? No, sir. He backs off just for some safety.
That's just what I told you, man. 50-50 plays
Yes.
coming in from Yawi. High risk, high reward. He doesn't care. He knows he can pull it off, and he will pull it off in XPE. That's where their 2K gold lead is coming in from right now. But they need to be able to secure a better lead because 2K won't cut it, especially against an Alice.
NXPE has 8 kills right now. 4 of those came from a flicker way of the dragon pick off by Yawi. He's been maximizing that combo on that show really, really well. Now RSG are going to find themselves in this weird position of, can we actually make it to the point where our front line is going to be really tanky? Because now you have 2 lightning truncheons on the side of NXPE. That Kagura and the Lunox will be able to deal a lot of burst damage.
Oh, there's the burst. James in trouble. Has to flicker out. He's going to be able to survive, though. Heath rolling around, and here comes Yawi. They know that Yawi's been pretty accurate with those Way of the Dragons. They don't want to get caught out here. Now everybody NXP. And as you were saying, Renmar.
Yeah, RSG now, because they need to play things a little bit carefully, but you know, they're taking risks. I like them. Pick off Yellow
Oh,
Haze.
the Ellis.
the flicker on top of Yellow Haze. He gets taken out there, and now this is a full-on fight here
Oh,
near this
Exort.
bit. Renegade getting chunked really low. Can he survive? No, sir. There's the flicker from Heath. Now he's working on top of them, but the Exor is also getting chunked really low. H2O gets taken out by Heath, and now this is the turning of the points of the game that we're looking for. Yawi, he's going to be able to survive here, but again, it is now 7-9. RSG taking some kills there, and the feathered airstrike coming down too. Yawi in a little bit of trouble. He's going to survive though. And there we go, guys. That is RSG, as Renmar mentioned, that is RSG playing, even with their backs against the wall a little bit. They're playing like it's not, and they're making wins.
Yeah, RSG right now, they know for a fact that they already have the Alice online.
Wow.
They secure the first Lord of the game. It is going to be a level 1 Lord. Exhort 2, 2, and 3, level 12. This is great. He has a level 2 ultimate already. Blood Ode would just suck off a lot of HP around fights. And I just have to say, in that entire fight, the blood flows were definitely on point.
Yeah, I will say this, that is just a level 1. It's a regular Lord, right? But that's what RSG needed. They're down objectives, technically, by turrets, by gold a little bit before, and now that this is going to help them get their momentum back into this game. And again, it's been such a close game that they really did need that Yawi. Go ahead and just one-on-one with Heath here, but hold on, Heath might be looking to get a kill on Renegade. Renegade pops the Brilliance to survive. Lord is there as well, but here comes the party. Everybody is here. They're going to be looking to initiate. Yelly Haze, he goes in. There's the Way of the Dragon on top of Exort. He's healing up. Look at the blood. Oh, the flicker's coming down too. Nas attached here, and now is he going to be able to escape? He's super low. Yawi trying to escape and live, but he's actually able to survive. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen, this is a battle.
A little bit too aggressive there coming in for RSG. Yes, they have their Alice online, but you still have to respect the damage coming in from NXP. Renegade, 4, 2, and 5, has the Lightning Truncheon. You know for a fact that he will hurt. You need to make sure that he's immobilized before you come in, and you just have to respect it sometime. Not sure if Exort already have the Winter's Truncheon, and looking at his inventory, he does have the Winter's Truncheon already, but he needs that to be available during fights like that. I didn't see the Winter's Truncheon in that entire fight, and if you're RSG, you would think of this mid-game phase as the most crucial one, because if you lose this one, NXPE might just end it.
Yeah, and for RSG right now, they actually wanted to call for that play, but then they just didn't expect all the damage coming out. Again, you did mention the Lightning Truncheon of the Lunox. Renegade has the Genius Wand as well, so the frontliners here can hold, well, They can hold somewhat, but it will be hard. They need something that is executed just a little bit better, but RSG didn't get that earlier. But now RSG getting something in return, going for the purple buff instead. So that sort of balances things out, because despite them being behind in terms of the kills, they have a third ahead, and there's a little bit in the lead in the gold as well.
Yep, and looking at the map right now, I just gotta say that RSG has established a good amount of control, and this is the reason why they're having more proactive plays 13 minutes in.
Yeah, I like this. I mean, we mentioned before too, Aqua on the Farsa is doing an amazing job at just zoning out with the pure damage that comes with Farsa's kit. And I think that's really setting them up to win these skirmishes, and that turns into team fights. There's just so much damage being pumped out. And NexPlay EVOS has to rely a lot on Yawi to set them up. And if that's all you can do, unfortunately, if he does not have the flicker, if he does not have the ultimate available, there's not much that NexPlay EVOS can do. And that might be their only option right now as we start to get towards this later portion of the game here.
Real quick, both teams actually traded conceal plays there in the mid lane. RSG looked like they were about to go for it after NXP used theirs, but Heath unfortunately bumped his Baksha shield roll wheel thing onto the minion. The moment that happened, RSG just backed off.
Well, you gotta respect it when something happens, so quite unfortunate.
Yeah.
RSG, NXPE. Very close game, I would say. We are looking at a 1k gold lead for the side of RSG. They do have the Alice, and they get Renegade here. Might just be dangerous, but he pops the Order of Brilliance. I feel like at this point, NXPE, they're already aware that they need to be careful. They're the underdogs right now in the late game.
Yeah, they do. I mean, scaling-wise, we know RSG has amazing scaling picks here, right?
So they had a little bit more time because the Alice is going to be busy trying to get that purple buff, while NXPE, one of the biggest threats to their lineup, is gone. We may have a chance to go for it, and now Divine Glaive picked up by Renegade. Yelly Haze has his Holy Crystal as well. RSG's front line, he will be able to take damage, but NXP will be able to deal a lot of it. They might just be able to take it here if they're able to avoid and bait out the Feathered Airstrike early.
That's going to be a turret going down in the bottom lane to the Lord, and they're going to be looking to initiate, but here comes Nas. Can he start anything? No, sir,
Exort.
but hold on, Exort, and now you have so much action in the bottom lane. Yelly Haze getting taken out by the Shadow Kill on top of it.
Oh, no.
And now they're going to have to back off a little bit, but Heath coming in from the back as well. Nas in trouble. Yawi getting taken down. H2O, and they're turning it around here. Renegade also really low. He's going to just back out. It's not good, but H2O has full HP.
No Winter
Can
Surgeon.
he get the kill? There's the flicker out. He's not able to get the kill, though. Unfortunately, here you go. The Shadow Kill once again. H2O still alive. How? The lifesteal, but finally gets taken out by Demon Kite. Renegade pops the Winter Tranchant, but at what cost? Double kill going over to Demon Kite.
RSG with a proper defensive play there. They do get their two inhibitors down, but frankly, RSG, they know they have the late game advantage, and they went in for the extended team fight. I feel like at that whole team fight, NXPE, they thought they already got Exort, but Exort with a massive crossover with a blood flow just won them that fight.
How much can James defend here by himself? He's still got the immortality, but they get the turret. So now, I mean, map-wise, RSG comes in winning a huge team fight for them in their favor, and it's funny because Aqua didn't even have a Holy Crystal. He just picked it up. We thought he was doing so much damage before. What now?
Not just yet. He just unlocked his ultimate form here.
Ultimate form.
I feel like someone who already unlocked his ultimate form is Heath. He really was the wall for RSG in that last big team fight we saw. 4 members of NXP couldn't take him down. And the reason why RSG ended up winning that fight is because Heath bought so much time. There were so many times where they thought, Heath's going down, he's going down. Why isn't he going down?
Conceal!
Oh, there's the conceal. They're forcing them out of the jungle. James in a little bit of a bad spot here. He's going to have to use that Insanity to get out. But he doesn't have enough armor either. That's what we were talking about. The Holy Crystal just melts that armor.
And NXPE right now, they're aware that their advantages are gone. I'm not unsure on why they're not establishing a lot of split push. They're still going for skirmishes. They still trust the process. They want to go for team fights. They know for a fact that they can access the back lines, but it's super risky. I would put that at 30-70, 30% being them successful. It's gonna be hard, but they're still trying to do that.
Yeah, they're still trying to do that, but I do want to mention this, Womi. The reason why they're having trouble splitting is because right now RSG, they're able to get around the map so fast with Farsa, with Demon Kite, with Heath. They can roll around wherever they want to at this point, and unfortunately for NexPlay EVOS, if they get caught out, and it's an immediate 5 versus 4, that could be the game for them.
Definitely. And now 6 seconds. The Lord will spawn. This is a Luminous Lord. Whoever gets this might just be able to end the game. NXPE, they did get the Lord before this, but RSG, they have better map control in that area right now. They could definitely take this if ever they do want to call for it. Blood Wings pick up on the Atlas. This is massive for Exort. More survivability, more damage. The Conceal goes in.
Yeah, there's the Conceal. Demon Kite still in the bottom portion of the map, but they're going to go ahead and initiate here. H2O, he's going to go ahead and back out. Still has the Immortality as well. He's going to go ahead and work on that orange buff. And RSG might look to start this Lord. They know that right now they don't have Demon Kite. That is a disadvantage for them, but they're so confident in the ability to zone out NexPlay EVOS. And we're going to see who decides to initiate first here for this Lord.
And speaking of initiation, it's most likely going to be RSG, considering that they do have the better position around that Lord. Meanwhile, for NXPE, they need to check bushes. And if ever they do check bushes, they need to make sure that it's safe. Because as you said earlier, Nice2, if one person goes down for the side of NXPE, that might just be the game for them. And in terms of split push, I can see now that they're really trying to do so. But when you're facing a Hayabusa and a Farsa, it's really hard to set up that split push. On RSG right now, they're rotating down mid lane, and I feel like they're planning something that's very different from taking down the Lord. I feel like they want to apply pressures around the map before they go for the Lord.
Yeah, and that's why right now how RSG is positioning themselves around the map. Demon Kite has been looming around that bottom lane. He might end up pulling off something that NXPE did last week, and he might end up going for the split push here. If it gets to the point where NXP are going to be forcing the Lord, which, I mean, come on, they do split pushes. They're used to this. They probably won't, but they still have to be careful. But then that could also go well for NXPE, because if RSG, for some reason, get bursted down really quickly, will Demon Kite have enough time to actually get back and retribution the Lord away if NXPE are winning that Lord fight?
Great positioning from Nats, though.
I mean, they're also camping Yelly Hayes down there to handle Demon Kite when he was pushing, but Demon Kite comes up to join the party up here now, because they might just decide they might just decide to go with the Lord. They know that they have a NexPlay EVOS towards the bottom portion of the map, but I do want to say this: RSG, that we mentioned in the keys to victory, they had to slow down. I'll give it up to them here. They've slowed down this portion of the game.
Well, that top turret going down is kind of bad for NXPE, but they might still be able to find something here, but RSG as well. They're in better position right now.
Yeah, Conceal goes in.
Force it. Yeah, there's the Conceal. The
H2O?
initiation from Heath. He goes right on top of H2O. He's going to go ahead and back off here. James, the front line for NexPlay EVOS. And this is going to be a back off here. Feathered Airstrike coming down as well. And that's just going to be a reset. Again, we have two teams pushing out as much as possible and baiting out the skills of each team. And then when they finally clash, it's going to come down to who has more resources.
And they're playing very carefully here. NXP and RSG, they're just going in and out, baiting out resources, as you said. And the moment you run out of resources, it's going to be GG for you. But Exort, he just recently picked up the purple buff. This might just be big.
I thought Demon Kite had an assassination there, but Yelly is able to survive, does take some damage. Again, he's just going to go ahead and back off. James might be in trouble here. They're going to go ahead and force Navs out as well. And again, this might be the moment for NexPlay EVOS to finally start the Lord and battle it out. Demon Kite still in the bottom portion of the map. Yelly Hayes trying to catch up too. And now you have Yaoi getting chunked really low. Again, Lord also at half health. Here comes Exort, pops the Blood Ode, doesn't hit anything. Navs trying to zone them out too. And here we go, NexPlay EVOS looking for some type of initiation. Renjay getting chunked really low. The orange buff is going to go ahead and get taken as well. Again, the reset here. We have two teams, the push and pull. Ladies and gentlemen, Yaoi does not get the kickoff because he got hit by Heath.
Oh no, James.
Here we go again. They're not done yet, ladies and gentlemen, because they're still going, trying to chunk away.
Oh,
but
nice
here comes Exort, the Blood Ode on top of Yelly Hayes. He gets taken down. He has the immortality. He's going to get cleaned up. There you go. Aqua popping the feathered airstrike as well. The shadow kill. Yaoi might get taken down. Has the immortality.
Oh, H2O.
Comes back up. Uh-oh, Demon Kite's in trouble now. Here he comes. He's going to try to escape. James picks up that one, but he's got immortality too. Everybody has an immortality in this game, and here we go. The lives are starting. coming. Are they going to go for this Lord? Are they going to be able to? James trying to zone them out, give the vision to NexPlay EVOS, but they're just going to back off here. What a skirmish.
Man, NXPE, they thought they had good positioning, but they didn't expect that well-positioned blood flow coming in from Exort. And it's so ironic. Exort was their player from last season, and this is something that you would expect out of him. And if you recall in Season 7, with that Lunox pick, he had a great Ruby DD play inside the Lord pit. He knows what to do in clutch situations like this, and NXPE, they should have known, and right now, they need to face this 4v5.
They have to face the 4v5. NexPlay EVOS does not have Yelly Hayes and the damage here. Now's going to go ahead and just sit on top of James. Sit right on his head. Lord resets once again. They might just be trying to buy time here. James popping that insanity too to survive here just in time. Again, there's waves pushing up in the top portion of the map. Lord now at half health. Looks like NexPlay is going to be forced to make a move here. Here they come. H2O going from the side. James also there too. Lord getting chunk low. Who's got the retribution? He gets taken over from James. Nice job. James getting low though. Still has the immortality. Nast in the back.
They need to survive.
They have to survive. Aqua very low. No mana. Can they get the skill here? Nast flickers out. There's the flame shot.
One more.
Are they able to get the kill? The immortality. This is going to be a kill for NexPlay.
Oh no!
EVOS plus the Lord. 14 to 14. Luminous Lord marching down the middle.
Massive play coming in from James, and we talked about James in Season 7. People thought he was lackluster, and if you've read Midnight's post about James, people saying he's underrated, and right now proving to everybody on why he is in this roster.
Ladies and gentlemen, NexPlay EVOS in the last fight, possibly. Lord knocking on the door. Yelly Hayes still alive. Renegade popping everything. Is this going to be the game? Going over to NexPlay. Game number 1. NexPlay EVOS. What a performance. Boys.
Right now, we just want to notify you guys that the Valier's been updated already. The moment that Valier lands a killing blow on any minion or any unit in general, he gets a refresh on his fireball.
Yeah, it has to be a killing blow with the fireball though.
Yeah.
Any other one, then he wouldn't get the refresh. So a lot of minion wave clear actually here for NXP, and I like it. The Valier pick may have a chance to really disrupt the entry of the Jawhead, the Uranus, the Esmeralda. So
the pushback as well.
Yeah, it's strong pushback. So this is one of those picks that could go really, really well or really terribly for them.
Yeah.
Because mistimed Searing Torrent and Yelly Hayes is just going to be focused down. You know RSG are not going to be committing ultimates onto Renegade. He can just reset with the black shoes. They're going to be hunting down this Valier as much as possible.
I think, you know, and as far as that, well, before we get to that, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game number 2. RSG versus NexPlay EVOS. And is RSG going to be able to claim a victory this time around?
I mean, let's see if they could extend this series, but I do have to say that their draft right now, I like it better than how they drafted in game number 1. It feels more aggressive, it has more options in terms of aggressive maneuvers, but not exactly against Renegade the moment that he gets black shoes. Meanwhile, for that Uranus versus James, or Uranus versus X-Board matchup in the bottom lane, I would say that the Uranus would get a good amount of advantage the moment he gets that regen up by level 4.
Yeah, this matchup here in the top 2, oh, there goes the injector. He's just going to go ahead and jump away, but the matchup, Lilia and Esmeralda. Now, I feel like Lilia comes out on top of that one because she has the black shoes, but the way that I think Renegade will kind of play this Lilia is how we've seen Lilia played in most of these MPL weekends, is to bait out certain ultimates and kind of put the pressure there, and then black shoes back and then provide the damage, right? But here comes Heath. He's going to go ahead and get Searing Torrented right there, and the Yaoi might be in trouble. Forced to flicker out. This might be an early kill for them. He is getting chunked really low. I don't think he's going to survive this one. There you go. The first blood going over to Aqua.
The funny part there is if it were a Cho, he could have survived that.
Yeah.
But it was a Kufra. He was using a Kufra. He didn't have a good access on Jitundo or Shunpo, any access at all. And NXPE, slight misstep there. Great comeback for H2O though. And going back to that Yaoi rotation, I would say that it was a miscalculation on the part of Yaoi.
Yeah. If Yelly Hayes had the Searing Thorn, but at that time it was still on cooldown because he just used it. Because Yawi did pick off, was able to use a Tyrant's Revenge to get that 2-man stun, so it could have been a good setup for Yelly Hayes, but then yeah, a bit of a miscalculation.
I mean, not only that, guys, but the threat that is Jawhead is coming out of a bush to throw you around or unstoppable force you is pretty scary for most of these people. So, I mean, most players just naturally, when they see a Jawhead come out, it's instinct to push him away, to flicker out, to get out of there as fast as possible. You don't want to get thrown by that Jawhead.
And this is the second uncontested purple buff for the Ling, which is good for NXPE, but RSG, they're going to take, or try to take this turtle uncontested. H2O doesn't have, I think, the retribution at that point.
He did.
But 32 though, 32 seconds on that. Tried to retribution, but then wasn't able to steal it away. So NXPE, they're still going in for aggressive plays, but RSG, they're maintaining their lead by just farming better.
Yeah, I mean, Demon Kite, to be honest, Demon Kite has a pretty good reputation of landing his retributions when he needs to, I'd say. And good job for them, RSG, to go ahead and take that turtle. They have the momentum that they wanted here. Here comes the Unstoppable Force, the Injector as well. Yelly Hayes just going to walk out of there. Being an overturn. No, sir. Yawi's going to go ahead and survive as well.
Yelly Hayes taking a little bit of damage here in the mid lane. With the Valir shines the most.
Oh, the last insanity, but it's Nazi's Uranus. Does he go down? No, sir, because it's a Uranus.
Well, going back to the top side though, Heath going in against H2O. H2O knowing full well that Demon Kite and Exort are around the corner, stops to just take a breather. NXPE right now, they're still trying to catch up to RSG. If one good kill goes to their hands, I feel like it's going to be a turning point at least.
Corella, nice pickup there for RSG. And as you were just saying, Womi, I mean, yes, the Lilia pick is there to bait out ultimates, to ultimately give the advantage and everything, but on top of that too, right now, RSG just has this control and this momentum, and they're going to go ahead and just work on this turret, but unfortunately, NexPlay EVOS just can't go toe-to-toe with them right now.
And that's mainly because of the advantages that they have with this Esmeralda and the Jawhead pick. The Jawhead just being able to go in and go in for the setups. Nice! Ultimate coming in from Yelly Hayes, or was it the Purify?
The Purify.
Yep. Saving his life over there.
He needed that Purify. Good thing he had it, H2O. And the thing, too, I was going to mention earlier, Naz. Oh, wow, look at the damage, though. Here comes Yawi to help up.
God.
There's everybody centering around here in the bottom portion of the map. Here comes Heath. He's going to be looking for an Injector. Pops the Unstoppable Force. Throws him. Nice job. Yawi's forced to flicker out. Is he going to survive? He is. Here comes Renegade from the back. Pops all those musical notes that he can. He's going to push them off. The purple buffs up. They know H2O needs this to be able to do what he needs to do on this Ling.
Yelly Hayes with a good defensive play there. The Searing Torrent plus the Vengeance Flame just signaling RSG that they can't fight in a small space.
Wow.
He goes down with that 4v1, but Nats is just gonna go back in his lane. Nice steal though coming in from H2O.
Dude, this Uranus is a big problem. He's about to break the second turret, and NXP had a good position to actually go for him, but they're like, no, we're not gonna mess with that just yet.
I mean, let's be honest. Whenever there's a Uranus, what can you do, right? I mean, he's going to be cutting lanes. He's going to be pushing lanes, turning here. This is probably what they're going to do. They're going to go ahead and force 4 members down here. Naz, but hold on. Demon Kite goes on. Yellow Haze gets taken down. Renegade is in trouble too. Yawi also being worked on, has to get out of there. Now there's the Tempest of Blades. Demon Kite getting really low. Can H2O pick up the kill? He's going to jump out of there. And there you go. Another one getting taken down. Renegade, goodbye. And another one goes down for NexPlay EVOS. Yawi going. And this is RSG with full momentum.
Yep, RSG manhandling NXPE there in that entire fight. Great entrance coming in from Exort with the Falling Star Moon. And Nat, he knows for a fact that he's the biggest menace in this game. He's just going to get the second turret down here in the XP lane, and James going to do anything. Yes, you can survive in a fight, but for what? You can't kill the Uranus, and the Uranus could probably just go back, regen, and push once again. And this just goes back to Season 7, where Uranus was one of the most big heroes.
Yeah, another Injector on top of James. He's going to go ahead and just be okay. He's got the Immortality as well. They're trying to zone him out. Naz doing the same thing. This is for a purple buff. The H2O, fighting for his life, finally gets it. Here's the thing. Look at all they have to do just to get the buff for H2O, because they know that they need him to get online here. Exort getting chunked really low. 3 versus 1. Could be a 4v1. The Tempest Blades coming down. And he gets taken down, putting in the dirt. And now they're going to be working on that middle lane here. RSG opening up the map to get control. And Naz, once again, I have not seen this guy below half health. Seriously.
As you said, it is a Uranus, but gotta go back in that fight though. A 4v1. Exort playing this Esmeralda. Yes, the Esmeralda could take a beating, but not from 4 people. They need to stay careful here. H2O with really fast resets in his auto attack in that top lane fight. NXPE, they finally take down Exort, but that's their 2nd kill of the game, 8 minutes in.
Here comes Aqua and Naz. Nice stun there, but are they going to be able to get the kill finally on Naz? He's below half health, gets the regen off on top of it. Yellow Haze gets chunked really low. He gets taken down, unfortunately for him. Renjay pops the black shoes. Can he escape the 3 versus 1? Is he trying to? Now it's going to be a 4 versus 1. Renjay's in a bad place, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like he's going to just run for his life until he finally gets taken down, put into the dirt.
Oh no, you already know at that point. RSG cornering Renjay after the black shoes. He was in a tough spot, but they added that extra spice by flashing those emotes in front of Renjay. And RSG, it feels like they know that the first game was stolen away from them. And they're playing with a certain edge right now.
Oh man, now it's just picking up that Oracle as well. More life regen for him. And the thing is, you know, we were talking about game 1, Womi, and the power that is in James. And oh, hold on, there's the injector on top of Yawi, and also a 1 versus 1 up top. H2O getting chunked really low. He's going to have to go back. Does not have the purple buff. We know how hard Ling suffers when he does not get those buffs that he needs. What I was just going to say real quick is they needed to control James from game 1, and I think they did that perfectly here. RSG responded very well with the Uranus pick.
Yeah, in terms of objectives, they've also won that war. They have more turrets that they took down for the past 10 minutes. They also have the 3 turtles of the game. They might just go for a big fight.
There you go. They're going to go ahead and just get this turret. Are they going to go ahead and back off? No, sir. Heath does flicker out, though. He's going to get stunned, unfortunately for him. Gets stunned again on top of him. Finally gets taken out. Here we go. The fireballs and out. The insanity as well. H2O showing up to the party. Has no buff, though. He's going to be low on energy for him. He's going to go ahead and back off here. That's 1 kill, though, for NexPlay EVOS that they needed.
And that's 1 kill going to the hands of, I think, H2O. Or Yellow Haze, rather. I'm not sure if you want that going to the hands of Yellow Haze, because at this point, you only have 3 kills. You would want that to go to H2O, but they're doing it quite well. 2 out of 3 kills already went to the hands of H2O. That's an endless battle already picked up 11 minutes in, and they gotta hope that H2O scales fast, because things are not looking great for them as the game goes on.
Yeah, they're doing a great job at putting pressure around this buff. Pops the Tempest of Blades. Yawi getting chunked really low. Has to flicker out. Gets taken out by Demon Kite's Shadow Kill. There you go. Now they're working on Renjay. He's actually going to survive, though. Wow, pops the black shoes. He does survive, though, just in time. But at what cost?
Nance is just tanking so much damage wherever he goes, and he never really falls beneath or underneath that 50% mark. And I feel like RSG, you're going to get rewarded by this free Lord. It is a level 1 Lord, so that's good for NXPE. They do go for the split push, though, and this is the power of the Ling that you told us about in the pick and ban phase. So when you have a Ling, you have the option to go for the split push.
And now NexPlay EVOS, though they are in a weird position where they're seemingly 2 of their late game threats won't deal as much damage as RSG.
Oh, Exord finds the target, but not enough to take him out. Renmar, as you were saying.
Yeah, Yelly Haze and Renjay. These are 2 mages who are a little bit more support-minded. And at this point, going up against an Esmeralda and Uranus, you're going to need to somehow pull off a really long team fight where you hold on long enough to actually take those 2 down. H2 is going to be able to deal a good amount of damage. Of course, James has the last insanity as well. But RSG will just be able to body through it.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to. They do actually defend to get this Lord down, and the turret's still standing, but look at the minions knocking on that turret. They've got to defend this one. NexPlay EVOS can't let a turret go down here. They need to defend their base. Naz being worked on. Wow, he tries to get the Retribution, but it's not enough. The Shadow kill. H2O pops the Tempest Blades to survive. He's got to get out of there just in time. Exort not able to finish that kill off. Again, they're doing a great job at just starving H2O the resources that he needs.
Man, I had some war flashbacks with that H2O play. In Season 7, we did see him try to take back his purple buff against, I think, Execration.
Yes.
They lost because of that. NXPE, they're still going in for, well, technically not mistakes that they did in the past, but they're still playing with certain things that they did before. Naz in the back line.
Yawi Tyrant's Revenge, but he misses. There's the last Insanity, the Flicker as well. Naz, half health, does not get taken out. There's the Ejector. Yawi flickers out, but he's not going to be able to survive. He does survive, actually, but hold on. Demon Kite just around the corner. They're going to go ahead and push these lanes out. And as you were saying, Yomi, I mean, they have to do something here. And this is what I was going to add on top of that. When you have a Ling pick, and he's starved resources, especially in this portion of the game, and for the majority of the game, this is what happens. You have to babysit Ling to be able to get the resources he needs, the item he needs, to really pop off and come online. And RSG is doing such a great job right now at stopping that from even happening.
And not just a great job in stopping that, but also limiting what NXPE could do in the late game. RSG right now, they're technically controlling 80-90% of the map with the base only left to NXPE. Heath, though, in the back line.
Heath in the back line. Yawi cut off from the team. Everybody's fighting for this purple buff.
Gets it.
He gets it. Nice job. The last Insanity by James to survive. Nas, once again, just zoning everybody out. And there you go. That's what we're seeing for purple buffs, ladies and gentlemen.
In 60 seconds from now, the Lord will be spawning. It is a Luminous Lord. And NXPE, what we've been seeing so far for the past 4 to 5 minutes is them trying to weenie their way inside their own jungle. They're just shimmying a little bit inside their own jungle just to get their own resources. And this goes to show that RSG already has a firm grasp in this game. It would take a catastrophe for this to be lost for RSG. You know, catastrophes do happen.
Yeah.
In game number 1, it was a major catastrophe for RSG, but NXPE went in for the steal. They can't let that happen. 20 seconds from now, the Lord will be spawning. If NXPE secures them for themselves, we might be seeing a replay.
I was going to say that, though. How crazy would it be if actually somehow James is able to steal the Lord away again? I mean,
Automatic MVP.
yeah, automatic MVP, but with the massive goal difference right now and the hero lineups, even if that happens, I think RSG will still have the tools to survive the team fight that happens after that and then still be able to push back NXPE. Again, right now, they're still lacking a bit of damage to be able to handle the Uranus and Esmeralda, who's just been running all over right now. Look at that!
Yeah,
He's going straight for James!
In trouble. I mean, this is the danger of an injector. And at the right moment, they're going to go ahead and again fight for this purple. NexPlay EVOS knows they have to contest. Wow.
Demon Kite
It got stolen,
Oh,
ladies
that's
and
bad.
gentlemen. The Retribution coming out, but hold on. They're not done yet. The Flicker coming out from Heath, the Flame Shot as well. But Demon Kite's here. He's double buffed. They might go ahead and just transition to the Lord, knowing that they have that information. Naz going to go ahead and try to zone them out as much as possible while they continue to work on the Lord here. And NexPlay EVOS knows they have to do something. There's Conceal Yawi looking for an entrance here. Does get the knock-up on Heath, but hold on. Lord's about half health. Now they're working on him. He gets taken out. Finally, Naz in trouble too.
Lord half HP.
Lord's going to reset. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Yawi gets the knock-up, but it's not going to be enough. H2O finally picks up that Berserker's Fury as well, and the Lord's going to reset. This is going to be a push and pull once again, ladies and gentlemen.
We're finally at that phase of the game once again. This is the most crucial part of this RSG versus NXPE matchup. The one who gets the Lord will get this Yawi!
Oh, wow. The Tyrant's Rage, the Shadow Kill being popped. Look at the damage on top of Renegade. He's going to have to go down there. Unfortunately for him, Demon Kite and H2O. Demon Kite's running for his life. Yellow Haze looking for a kill too. H2O's low. He's going to go ahead and try to run out here, but hold on. There goes Exort right on top of Yellow Haze. And now James trying to back him up. Naz, he does get chunked really low. Can they get the kill here? No, an absolute unit. Look at the regen on Naz right now. That's Uranus.
Just like that, he's back to full. That's nasty, bro.
That's nasty.
nasty.
That's nasty. I like that. Not sure if you did that on purpose, but look at this.
They're not done yet. Tempest Blades has to be popped to survive. Heath showing the dominance on that Jawhead. And that's going to be another Lord started for RSG. I don't know if there's much that NexPlay EVOS can do about this.
Yo, if the Ling Fly Spy is contested and he steals it away,
Yoinks.
it's gonna be amazing. But you know, it is going to be an RSG Lord here. A Luminous Lord 18 minutes in with inhibitor turrets down a few chips away from just going bye-bye. NXPE, they are in a tight spot right now. Quite the pickle to move around with. And NXPE, what could they possibly even do when RSG goes in with 3 waves? And I feel like RSG, they want to plan out their waves well here.
Yeah, they NXP here have to focus on the minion wave clear when they go in. RSG will want a 3-wave clear right away because NXP has wonderful wave clear with the last Insanity and then the abilities on Yelly Haze's Valir and Renegade's Lilia as well. So that's one way of them potentially holding on long enough if they can manage it. But then RSG, let's see if they can stop that from happening.
There's the
Legion taking
conceal.
down.
Yep, Heath looking to find a target to throw in the air. They're going to work on this bottom
That's
turret too. Lord finally at half health. Are they going to be able to survive this one? There goes the Yaoi going for the initiation just to get the Lord down. Demon Kite there as well. Goes in,
no,
pops
James.
the damage. James in trouble too. Are they going to be able to survive this? The top turret
Look at
still
Ling, look at
alive.
Ling.
Look at Ling. What can he do? Unfortunately, he gets a ton of damage on top of Yelly Haze, but they're able to
for the base?
survive. They're going for the base. He finally gets taken down on top of him, and they're going to be able to defend. James still working on Exort. Can he get away? There's the Winter Tranche. Does
Okay.
survive,
2 for
but here's
1.
the backup. Nas still full health. He's going to go ahead and push that top lane.
A 2-for-1 exchange in favor of NXPE, but they do lose out. 2 inhibitor turrets might just lose out on the top lane if they lose a team fight here. Yaoi looking to make a miracle play, decides not to. NXPE, they've already defended enough. They've extended this game into a 20-minute game. They have to win at least one team fight, but it's so hard when you're facing Nats and Exort with unkillable heroes right now. 3-1. The last death of Exort was around 15 minutes ago.
Yeah, and now Exort just had picked up his Holy Crystal, so that's also going to be a little bit more sustained, along with damage coming in from this Esmeralda. It was an awkward position where that little chase between Nats and H2 that happened for like 25 seconds while RSG was pushing was sort of like a good thing and a bad thing for NXP. Eventually good because RSG, they needed that Uranus with them there, but then NXP, they took a few losses, but if H2 was there, they could have, you know, been able to clear up minion waves a little bit faster, maybe force back RSG, but it was a literal trade. The fact that Nas and H2 were not in that fight because they were just playing Benny Hill around each other. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, look, they're forced to stay together here. I mean, NexPlay can't be caught out by themselves. They're trying to just get the objectives that they need, but I mean, look at the gold advantage that RSG has. I mean, it's massive, and realistically, how hard is it to come back from that, Womi?
Or realistically, there's not much that you can do against a 13k gold lead, especially at this point, because at around the 67 or 70k mark, you already have full items for everybody in your team, or everybody in your squad in this case. NXPE, on the other hand, 55k gold net worth for the entire team. They still are missing around 2 or 3 items, and that is massive in a big fight like this.
Wow, look at the damage on top of Renegade. He does pop the black shoes to survive. Nas finally get chunked really low. Pops the Winter Tranche. There's the stun, the Tyrant's Rage coming out from Yaoi. And now they're going all in down this middle lane. H2O gonna go ahead and pop to the top lane to get the minions there and try to get some opened up here on the map. They still have a turret to take down in the middle lane.
Yo, that is quite the pickoff coming in from NXPE. I just have to put down the gravity of that pickup. 40 seconds and Nats out of the game and the Lord is spawning. So that's a 4v5 in the favor of NXPE. And when you already have a firm grasp, firm control of the game, Why does one catastrophe always has to
Again.
happen at the worst possible
There's the
time for
conceal.
RSG?
He flickers out. Nice play there by Heath, able to survive just in time. He's going to head and just back off, but NexPlay EVOS gives the go signal on this Lord. They need it so bad. H2O with the double buff on this Ling as well. Can they secure this? Can Heath
8 seconds on
zone
Nats.
them out? Exort also in the middle lane. They're going to focus on him. He gets taken,
Oh, no!
chunked down,
That's
pops
bad.
the Winter Tranche, gets taken down by H2O. He's on the board again. And now, can they focus on the Lord here? They're going to be working on it. Heath still in the bush along with his buddy. And can they stop him just in time? There you go. That's going to be the cool-off period for these two guys.
That was great positioning by Exort. I really don't think he expected that NXP will withdraw because he had a feeling that he was there. He showed himself, and they immediately just turned all the attention to the Esmeralda. Now there's going to be another 40 seconds. Nats is back. But NXP, again, are showing micro decisions in team fights, skirmishes, and positionings, just like what we saw in Game 1 to completely, potentially turn this game around.
Yeah, I'm impressed. And I was going to mention this real quick, too. Yelly Hayes does have that necklace endurance, and maybe that's making a
Yelly
big difference.
Hayes?
Yelly Hayes does get chunked really low, but hold on. They're on
Yeah,
top of
nice
Heath
stun!
now. Nice stun. Look at the Tyrant's Rage. The Tempest Blade's coming out, too. But here comes Nas,
Oh,
joining
no!
the party. He's right on top of Yelly Hayes, but there's 4 members there. H2O in the enemy
Kite is
territory.
gone.
Demon Kite, and there you go.
3
That's going to
members
be
out.
another member down for RSG. This could be the go
Yikes.
signal for NexPlay EVOS to grab this Lord. What can Navs do here?
Oh my god, catastrophe after catastrophe for RSG. This is the same thing that happened in game number 1, and Nats just go for the split push here into mid lane.
On.
It's up to Yelly Hayes to stop that, but the Lord will
They
be
can.
uncontested for the side of NXPE, and this is massive for them. They held on for so long in this game. If they take down Nat, it's gonna be massive. But RSG, for some reason, even with a 13k gold lead up to this point, still losing out on one major moment.
What NXPE are pulling off right now is incredibly
Amazing.
difficult to do. With the lineup that they have against the Esmeralda, the Uranus, the Kagura as well, they're able to pick their moments and get key pickoffs. It all started when Renegade somehow got like a really wonderfully threaded flame shot to take down Nats Uranus, which eventually led to NXPE getting a little bit more of an advantage around that Lord pit. And now here we are. NXPE might just be on their way to a 2-0 victory.
They're
Maybe.
in the driver's seat. Yeah,
And
definitely.
I already told you guys that around 70k mark, everybody has their items already.
Yep.
So that 13k lead doesn't matter anymore. All of them have their lock items.
Comes down to the execution for NexPlay EVOS. The Lord taking out that turret. Now they're going to be working on the middle one. Can they pick off here? There's the injector on James, still alive. Tempest Blade's coming down just to survive. Aqua's in trouble. Here you go. He has to
Oh,
flicker
that's
out.
bad.
James
James,
flickers in. The
James
Winter
is
Truncheon on top of him. Are they going to be able to finish this game?
Southeast Bob,
NexPlay
yeah, we-
EVOS looking to take
2-0.
game number 2. Can they do
Wow.
it? There you go, ladies and gentlemen. NexPlay EVOS 2-0.
13k gold, it doesn't matter. Look at the faces of
Oh,
these
Panda.
players. The Panda 2-0. The celebration.